live from the Mass of the Ages studio here in beautiful Ave Maria, Florida. This is the Discover Tradition live stream. Cameron O'Hearn, thanks for showing up.
Thanks for giving me a ride.
Yeah, I did give you a ride. Cameron, what are we doing tonight?
We are launching the Kickstarter. Even though we're not on Kickstarter, we're launching the fundraiser for Discover Tradition. It was 5 years ago in July of 2020 where I started the Kickstarter for Mass of the Ages, and we set out to raise $77,700 in 30 days, or else the project couldn't happen. And today it's the same thing. We need to raise $77,700 or Discover Tradition can't exist. Real shows, as you'll hear in our pitch video, real shows and real people cost real money. And so Discover Tradition is what we think is the next big thing for us. It's amazing. We just got done, a few weeks ago watching kind of the picture-locked version of Discover Tradition. 60 minutes long. It's like a film, like you're watching episode 4 almost. Yeah. And it's incredible. Dan Driver, our showrunner, did an amazing job. John Machado, our editor. Austin Peck, the host. We have a great team behind this. And what would you say, why Discover Tradition? Why is this an important project?
Because tradition is the focal point of our faith. It's, tradition in the liturgy, tradition in the feasts, the festivals, the saints, the sacred music. Tradition is what fires us. And this is our expression, right? This is what art is. This is our expression. And it is the two perfect names, Discover Tradition. We're trying to get the world to discover tradition. And this is the docuseries that we feel like is what's gonna do that. And this first leg is phenomenal.
Yeah, so it's a travel show. So experiencing Catholic traditions all over the world through the eyes of a host, Austin Peck. And it feels like you're watching a travel show on Netflix. It's really high quality. Yeah, we're pumped to bring it to you. In a little bit, we'll show you the pitch video for it, so you'll learn about it. And then we'll be able to take any questions you have. Also, you can check out discovertradition.org. While you're watching this YouTube video, you can pull that up, discovertradition.org, and you can check out some of the different giving levels, because as you give to us, we want to give back to you, and there's some exciting gifts we want to offer you.
Go to that landing page. Everything is there. Pretty much everything is there that explains Discover Tradition. We've got multiple videos and explanations, so discovertradition.org.
And we really can't do this without you. It's hard to really drive that point home hard enough, because I watch a lot of YouTube, and I watch YouTube videos where people ask for help, and it's like, do I want to help them? And if you've benefited from Mass of the Ages, let's say you're not even sure if Discover Tradition is going to be the next big thing we do. Maybe you're like, oh, nothing's going to top the trilogy. At least give, because you're grateful for Mass of the Ages and the work we've been able to do by the grace of God and through the support of our donors. So without further ado, and remember, ask questions in the comments. We'll get to them later. But without further ado, here is the launch of Discover Tradition.
Picture this: a clueless American who can't pronounce Spanish.
I've been saying it wrong the entire time.
Surrounded by hooded figures. Confronted with some of the most striking and confounding imagery I've ever seen.
I want to slap your face.
Asking the question, just because something looks Catholic, does that mean it pleases God? And then suddenly finding myself forced to reckon with my own way of life.
I'm gonna have to go to confession.
That's me, here in Spain, during Semana Santa, Holy Week.
Discover Tradition is a travel show that uncovers Catholic traditions all around the world. Through the eyes of Austin Peck, an actor and Catholic convert, meet the people who keep these extraordinary traditions alive. If you're like me, you feel beaten down by this relentless news cycle. Maybe like your hope hangs like a thread. So we need to remember why we go to Mass. Not just the logical reasons, we need our enthusiasm back. And I think tradition is the answer. Why? If faith is a flame, then tradition is the fireplace. Because in tradition, the flame of every saint, every church teaching, and the Mass of the ages burns brightly. It doesn't just preserve faith, it sets hearts on fire. That's why we made the Latin Mass trilogy, and that's why we're making Discover Tradition, to bring Catholic tradition to the world through media so that the world is moved to love Jesus. We see a world that is lost, on the brink of destruction. Marriages crumbling, the souls of our children at risk, and the church herself is bleeding. For every 100 Catholics who join, 840 leave. How do we reach the multitudes who have left? How do we reach the millions of Catholics who have forgotten their identity? We go to where they are. Millions have left the church, but literally billions consume media every day. Our books, podcasts, and text threads, they're just not enough to bring those cold hearts back. Books are for students and scholars. Debates and podcasts, they struggle to change minds. But motion pictures go directly to the heart. That's not just coming from a director like myself. Pope Pius XI wrote an encyclical, an authoritative document on movies and TV. What does he teach? Nothing moves the world as powerfully as motion pictures. Here's what he says. They speak not to individuals, but to multitudes, and arouse unusual enthusiasm for the good. Pius XII also wrote an encyclical on movies and TV, and he calls this power an enchantment, a commanding influence. That's how Mass of the Ages brought the Latin Mass to millions of people who have never experienced it before. And that's how Discover Tradition is going to bring Catholic tradition to a world that's forgotten it. So imagine a television show that brings the stunning traditions of our faith right into your living room. Something your family can watch together with full episodes every few months. Imagine the quality of a Netflix travel show, but with the depth that you have come to expect from us. The premiere episode of Discover Tradition, Semana Santa, comes out on December 12th, the Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe. But first, only to those who give at discovertradition.org. Eventually, we will make this series available for free online for anyone, but the reality is it's impossible to make a series like this without funding. AI content can be made with a prompt, but real shows and real people costs real money. Just like we did 5 years ago for the original Mass of the Ages campaign, we're raising $77,700 to fund the next episode of Discover Tradition. And we also need an associate producer to give so we can raise a total of $100,000 for one episode. We have plans to make dozens of episodes in new countries and discover traditions that will take your breath away. But if we don't hit our goal in 30 days, this series is over as soon as it began. Don't let that happen. Don't let the church forget its identity. Don't let these traditions fade away. Give and bring Catholic tradition to the world. Five years ago, there was 1,600 people who made Mass of the Ages a reality, and they each gave an average of $100. That's why Mass of the Ages exists. So if you do the math, we actually exceeded our goal for Mass of the Ages, but let's say we're hitting our goal with Discover Tradition. If you do the math, we need 777 people to give $100, and we fund the next episode. So I'm speaking to everyone out there. I myself gave $100 today to this campaign because I want to be one of those 777 people And Tony, will you give $100?
I will certainly do that. Right now, let me zip out the old wallet. Oh, wait, it's not there, but I'll get it.
You could, your wallet's on there.
Oh, yeah,
right?
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So,
I'm giving money.
oh yeah, I know you will.
I'm good.
Tony's been very generous. So, everyone watching, please, we literally can't do this without you. We'll get to questions in a little bit. We're pulling them up right now. If you have any questions, pop them in the chat. But do you have any stories from your time?
I was there. Yes.
Yeah,
I
you
was
were
there.
there on set.
I was there on set, and let me just say this: we were in southern Spain filming this. We were in four main cities. I mean, we were more cities, but we were in four main cities when we were filming, and the crazy thing is that when we got there and we started filming, it almost felt like we were in another world because we were Catholics doing a Catholic thing, and the people in certain places, it didn't feel like it was all clicking. So here we were just kind of looking at each other like, you know, Austin and Dan and I, especially because, and Chris, we were from the States, and we just, after the first day, we were just kind of like, what's going on? Because we're talking about Semana Santa, and the people who we were with at that point, it was more of a, yeah, we do this thing. Oh, you're here from the U.S. Oh, that's interesting. That kind of a thing. Like, wait, no, like this is important to us. Like, we want to show this to the world, and then that next day and next night, it really hit because we went to our first procession. We started meeting other people, and then we saw the faith of Catholics who were at this particular procession in a town called Amaria, and then we were just kind of like, okay, great, we're not crazy. Like we came here for a reason, and at first we thought, like, what are we gonna capture here? And then it just snowballed from there. It snowballed from there. We met some amazing, really amazing people. And we've got a ton of stories. And we hope to, guys, from now until the end of the campaign, and we've got to raise this money, by the way. You guys have no idea the quality of, you know this. You know the quality. It gets better every time, right? It gets better every time. Episode 2, the quality was better than episode 1, even though episode 1 blew people's minds. Episode 3, again, another level. And now we realize that we had to keep doing that, even though this isn't the episode 4, because we're not going to do an episode 4. The
great thing about Discovered Tradition, though, is you can have episode 1, Semana Santa, which is coming out,
Yep.
up to episode 1001. Like there's no
Right.
there's no limits. The format
Right.
is evergreen, and it's traveling to a location, discovering a tradition, and the people who keep it alive. And it's really, really cool to unite those things, because you guys have seen those travel shows where they're like, let me look at all the old castles in the world, or let me walk the footsteps of, I don't know, a British guy. I actually don't know. I don't watch a lot of travel shows, but there's a format where you go to a new location, experience the culture, and to do that with tradition in mind. Because tradition, this is why this is so important. Even people who've watched the trilogy, there's people who can just shrug their shoulders and say, well, the church changed.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah.
But tradition, if we can really convince people that tradition is important and that traditions give us identity and belonging and inform our faith, give us solid ground to stand on, if we can say that tradition is essential, not just a beautiful trapping, but an essential foundation, that is the missing piece. Because the trilogy is an amazing thing, but people at the end of the day say if they don't love tradition, then they don't have the foundation. We're not speaking from the same terms.
And these stories, these traditions that we're showing in this first episode, Semana Santa, and these other ideas that we have. And let me just answer.
We got a question?
Yeah, LaRon Harrison asks, are you going to go to Japan or anywhere in Asia? the Japanese martyrs, that story has to be told. There's the story of the Japanese martyrs and the saints who were made over there we want to, LaRon, we want to go there. That is literally on the top 10 list of places that we want to go.
Cool.
And to me, the Holy Ghost lives in these traditions because when you see these things, it fires you up. It fires you up to say like, wow, I want to live like they lived. And when you hear about saints who have done things or the traditions that have been passed down, and that's what was so, I think what people are going to really love about this first episode, Semana Santa, because people know, there's these big processions in Spain, and we've seen these things from afar, but we get intimate with these people, and they blew us away. And this 60-minute first episode is going to blow people away.
And it comes out on December 12th, which is, what's the date today?
Today's the 13th.
So it's less than a month away.
Less than a month.
Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe. I'm not allergic to that name. I just
Our Lady of Guadalupe.
Our Lady of Guadalupe, December 12th. If you want to see it, though, what we can't do is release it on YouTube for everyone to see. We want to get to that point one day. Yeah, but we literally can't do that.
Right. The way that we did it before, where we make something and then we release it for free, because guys, we've never monetized our channel. We've never monetized our channel, and we're not making money off of YouTube. Period.
Even if we did monetize it, we'd get like $10,000 a year, and that's not how you fund movies.
No, it costs. We need $100,000 to do an episode, and the first episode was longer. It's a pilot episode, and it costs more money. But we know that we can do another episode for $100,000. Thank you to our friend Keith Nestor, who just gave us $100.
Keith!
And thank you. Okay, reaching Mark Twain, doing.
Hold on, just read the name in the question, because I want to be able to know what they're saying.
Amy says, okay, I'm reading Mark Twain's Joan d'Arc. Are you doing Orleans and her martyrdom?
What is that?
I don't know.
Is that a tradition?
Well, like Joan of Arc, I guess.
Joan of Arc?
Yeah.
Are you doing Orleans?
So Orleans or
Orleans and her martyrdom.
Yeah, we can.
If there's a living tradition there,
it's
all fair game. So yes, send us your ideas for traditions that you know about. Another thing we want to do is really favor, like if there's an executive producer out there who's willing to fund an episode, I'm not expecting any of you watching to be like, yeah, let me fund an episode, but maybe you know someone. And there's so many traditions that are important to people. And if someone funds an episode, we want to bring that tradition to life. So yeah, December 12th, I wanted to make this clear that it's only for those who donate at discovertradition.org. Yeah. You got to give a minimum of $25 and you're going to get access. You're going to get a link to access it. Now, if you give more, there's better and better perks. Mm-hmm. Like if you give $100, not only do you get access, but you get your name in the credits. That's pretty cool. And then you can see the other levels there. You can unlock our vault with all the content, all our extra bonus content. So December 12th, for our donors, everyone who's given 25 or more on discovertradition.org. And then at some point in the future, we'll release it online for everyone.
And for those of you who are, look, you're going to Mass, you're going to your chapel, your parish, spread the word. Tell your friends and family about this. Just say, hey, you remember, you know the Mass of the Ages? Yeah, Discover Tradition. Just go to discovertradition.org. Go there and donate, and you'll see 2 videos on the landing page that fully explain what we're doing. So maybe they're not going to watch this video, but send them the link so that we can raise that money. And to our friend in Australia who's asked us a question, would you come to Christus Rex pilgrimage in Australia at the end of October? Well, thankfully we've got enough time to think about that. We have a very good friend. Cameron and I have a very good friend in Australia.
That's true.
And we would love to go to Australia even though I'm not a big fan of flying over the Pacific, but I'll do it. If you can pave the way and get people together and help fund that, like Cameron was saying, maybe you know somebody, there's an organization or an individual can give $25,000, $50,000, at least 50 or more, then we will consider, as long as it's obviously a living tradition. But the quality that we're doing here, this episode is going to blow you guys away. So go to the landing page, spread the word, send this to your friends and family, because we've got to raise that money. We can't let this be the only episode we do. We've got to make another one. We've got to make it now. We've got to reach out to those Catholics who've walked away. And keep your questions coming. If you have any questions, just put them in the chat.
Yeah, we have 30 days to make this a reality. And in 30 days, if you've given $25 or more, you're going to sit on your couch with your family or with your friends or both, and you're going to watch an amazing 60-minute episode. And yeah, like Tony said, it's going to blow you away. It's awesome. Austin Peck is
he's phenomenal,
irreplaceable.
So here's
He's
a guy who's a convert. Austin Peck. He's, I don't know, 6'3", and he sticks out in a crowd. He looks really American, for whatever that even means. He just looks really American. He's loud. He's hilarious. He's actually sharp as a tack, smart as a whip. This guy is a convert to the faith, and he's read up, and he knows so much. And he is a blast to be with, but he also really does a great job of just talking to people and getting them to explain what the traditions mean to them. And he's the perfect person for this series. So you'll get to know Austin really well when you watch this. And we're going to be doing more than just this live stream, Cameron, right? How many?
Yeah.
We're going to do more live streams.
We're going to do a live stream every week.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
So there we go. We'll hopefully be able to release more information as we go on. But
Yep.
30 days is going to go by really fast.
Right. So, yes, a metal water bottle with the Mass of the Ages on it would be boss. Would be, I can't.
Do you want me to read it?
I can read. It's just, I don't
You
understand.
need the terminology.
Yeah.
Which one are you reading?
I'm reading this one right here.
Okay, Pax Christi.
Yeah.
A metal water bottle with the Mass of the Ages on it would be base.
Base.
Could that be an additional fundraiser?
I will learn this slang. Look,
we have
some stuff.
Yeah, we have stuff like that. There's not a lot of margin with those.
Yeah.
Because really, to get the quality, like you think of the Yetis, the margin is like $2 a thing or something. It's like $5 a thing, and we'd have to sell 100,000.
Yeah. We would have to do that.
We'd have to sell a lot of
but we will. We're trying, guys. We're trying to give you whatever we can give you. Remember, we're a registered nonprofit.
That's right.
Okay, so anything that you give, and I get that maybe you're not in a tax bracket where it matters, where you're going to write this off. But guys, we're running this thing lean and mean. Any expense that we can cut, we're trying to cut. We don't go overboard on anything, and we're faithful to our donors who have given that have gotten us to this point. So please understand that we're trying to save. We're trying to save in every possible way, but we need the money to keep making these, and we're literally only a month away from showing you Discover Tradition Semana Santa. But you've got to give. You've got to give at least $25, and if you can gather, if you could donate that $25, maybe you're just like, I can't give 100, I can't give $1,000, but ask 10 people. I mean, if you go to Mass and ask 10 people, even if they're not trads, even if they don't go to the old rite, go ask them, just say, hey, go to this. Doesn't this look great?
Yeah, remember Mass of the Ages? They're doing another project. Check it out.
They're doing another project. And if you say to anybody, I don't know anybody else saying this, by the way, out of every 100 Catholics that join, 840 leave. And so we feel strongly that tradition is the way to get them back. And I think that people are missing, Cameron, you nailed it in the pitch video. There's a lot of people who are just having podcasts and talking, and that's their thing. That's totally fine.
And we do that too.
yeah, we talk.
That's fine.
But we are trying to address the problem. And the problem is that for every 100 Catholics that join the church, 840 leave. I mean, we're bleeding souls. They're just falling away. And tradition is the thing that can bring them back, right? They've been baptized. Maybe they never stepped foot in a church since then. Maybe something happened in their family, a divorce. You never know what it is. This is the way to bring them back because they see the beauty of this and they can say, that's my tradition too. And that was what was the theme for all of our filming in southern Spain is, I've never been here before, but this is my tradition too. And so please give what you can. And we're going to be doing this every week. Last question here, or at least another question. I second the request to do something in Australia. Okay.
Well, that's 2 votes.
We got 2. It is, you guys are the only country continent combo. So, we do have that going for you. Here's what it's going to take, guys. It's going to take money, but it's going to take, you've got to explain this tradition to us. You've got to show us this tradition that you're speaking of. So send the information to us.
Yeah, add it to the comments.
Put it in the comments or email us at film at film at, what's Jen's email? Latinmass.com?
Jen at latinmass.com.
Well, Jim or film, yeah. Either one.
Film at latinmass.com.
Film at latinmass.com. So, yes, if you've got an idea, please send it to us via email. Thank you for watching this video, whether you're watching it live now or you're watching it later. Go to discovertradition.org and give to us and pray for us. Pray that the Lord gives us the resources that we need.
Yeah, please tithe. Like, think of it that way. Like, we're a nonprofit.
Yeah.
This is a mission. And there's not many people, I don't know if there's anyone doing this like what we're doing. It's media specially designed to bring the thing you hold precious to the world.
Right.
In the way that the world can most easily receive it. It's like beautiful filmmaking, converting hearts, bringing tradition to cold hearts, setting those hearts on fire. So the great thing is we're a nonprofit. If you believe in that mission, tithe to us. What is 10% of your income if you're not tithing anywhere else? What is that? And your generosity will be rewarded in heaven and by discovertradition.org. We have perks. You'll get rewarded with perks and grace. I promise you.
If I need to get that metal water bottle and make you a steak dinner, I'll do it. All I need you to do is donate. So guys, we've got to get there. We've got less than 30 days. We've got 30 days to do it. I don't know how many days are in November. I think 30 days are in November. But we've got to do this. We've got less than a month. So please help us and pray for us. Please pray for us. Fast for us. We're praying every day, multiple times a day, and we cannot thank you enough. We will continue to pray for all of our donors. And what else, Cameron?
That's it.
Okay, so
Thank
we're going
you.
to see
God bless you guys.
We're going to see you next week.
Yeah, peace.